don't know if you can see it, but this is my journal, and I wrote this literally yesterday, January 17th at 6:56 a.m. I have never doubted my faith. I have never doubted my ability to attract abundance and how I see myself in the future. It is that knowing which has allowed me to continue to align with a version of myself that feels spiritually, physically, emotionally, and mentally wealthy. I know that God wants more for me and knows that I am ready to receive it and perform at a higher level. I don't doubt it and I don't question it. I know that I am capable of being extremely successful. People already view me in that way, and I have already achieved a great level of success in my life. This next phase of my life is about mastery and refinement. I am building two powerful and purposeful businesses that require my all, and I am ready to give it. And then y'all showed up and showed out for me through that Threads post. Hi everyone, my name is Taylor Cherise. If you don't already know, I am a mat Pilates instructor. I am also a cognitive behavioral therapy coach practitioner and a women's wellness guide. And although we are not in the Mind Flow Pilates studio today, we are in my living room. I am the owner and founder of mindflowpilates.com. I really wanted to take some time out of my day today to make this video, and I know so many of you were so kind in letting me know that I don't have to do this on my birthday to go ahead and enjoy. You went ahead and subscribed, and you'll be here in a week or whenever I decided to make the video. But it was really important for me to capture the energy that you guys were sending me through the Threads post and just transmute that energy through this video and send it back to you to just let you know how extremely grateful I am and appreciative of all the kindness, all the support. You guys like truly showed up and showed out for me in a way that I would have never expected. So with that being said, I want to take the time and let you know just a little bit more about me and who I am as a woman and your new Pilates instructor. And then also what you can expect from the channel. I'm also going to be answering some of the questions that I saw in the comments and acknowledging all of the content suggestions that were also left in the comments. So we're all on the same page and ready to move with Mind Flow. So one, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I said, as you all now know, my name is Taylor Cherise. Today is my birthday, January 18th, Capricorn energy. So I have officially turned 36 years old, and I fully embrace the auntie title, which I find really funny because there were a number of comments that you guys left saying like, oh, Threads auntie here. And I'm like, hey, I'm actually an auntie too, like auntie gang. Okay. So I guess we're cousins. But yes, I just turned 36 years old today. I am a New York native, Bronx girl through and through, but I currently live in Mexico, and I have been living here for the past 5 years. And now, before any of you try to come for me in the comments, one, I am a fully legal resident. I have an actual Mexican ID that I got from the immigration office and paid my money for it. So I am legally allowed to live here, and I speak Spanish. Okay, so please don't try to chop me up. Yeah, I live in Mexico. I truly love all things health, wellness, spirituality, mindfulness. That's really my jam. So I'm really excited to make Mindful Pilates a space where we can all feel seen and supported through our self-discovery journey. So in addition to the Pilates videos, I'm also going to start making a little bit of yapping videos where we dive into these mindful principles and mindful practices, and I can give you guys some really good guided journal prompts to help you along your journey as well. So those videos will also be coming very soon. So I do want to share a little bit about the journey in which got us all here together on this YouTube channel. So I did start my YouTube about a month ago. I created the account in November, but I started posting like my first few videos in December. And I was honestly getting a little bit discouraged because I wasn't seeing a lot of traction or engagement or views, like, and not just on my YouTube, also on my Instagram and all of my digital platforms. They just weren't really, they weren't really popping like I had thought they would be, which is fine. I know everything is a slow build, but I was starting to think, maybe because I live in a foreign country, or there's something wrong with my content. I know the audio isn't the best, but hey, you can see here, your girl done figured it out, but that's a whole nother story. Yeah, I just thought maybe there was something wrong with my content or the way that I was presenting information online. So I decided to kind of take a step back and recalibrate. And I didn't post any videos, I think, from the end of December into January. And when I went back to check my account, I saw in that time I had gained 7 subscribers, and I was genuinely happy as hell because I went from none to 7 in a month. And I'm like, go me. So when I made that thread, I really meant it. I was hyped as hell over my 7 subscribers. And you guys, like I said, showed up and showed out for me in a way that I would have never anticipated. And I'm just so grateful to have you all here and be a part of the Mind Flow Pilates community. We are now at, I believe, well over 3,000 followers, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing because you guys are amazing. So thank you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Truly, it is the best birthday gift I could have ever asked for. And of course, as I said in the post that I put on Threads, I do have to give a special shout out to the 92%, all the Black women who were immediately like, I'm going and I'm subscribing to her page. You guys also went ahead and followed me on Instagram, visited my website, followed me on Threads, and just showed me so much love and support. And I am so happy to be a Black woman myself and exist in this space with you guys. You just, kisses, vessels, the whole thing. You guys are fantastic. But overall, I'm grateful for every single person who followed me, no matter the color or gender. I did also get a lot of guys who followed me, which I was kind of surprised by, but Pilates truly is for everybody. As we all know, Pilates was founded by a man. So the men are completely welcome as long as they conduct themselves like the gentlemen I know they can be in this digital space. So let's talk about my history with Pilates. I have been doing Pilates before I became a certified mat Pilates instructor for about 3 years, on and off. I started with reformer, and then I moved into mat Pilates. I personally just like mat Pilates a little bit better. I just became a certified mat Pilates instructor towards the end of last year. When the opportunity presented itself to become an instructor, my initial thought was this will help me get better in speaking Spanish, to be honest with you. I did already speak Spanish, but I wasn't really 100% fluent. I'm still not 100% fluent. I would say about 75%. But I knew that going through the course in Spanish would really help take things to the next level for me because my reading material was all in Spanish. I had to take my practical and my written all in Spanish. All of my practice hours and practice teaching hours have been in Spanish, so I can give classes in Spanish as well. And I was teaching in person at a studio here for quite a bit, but I really wanted to dedicate myself to making Mind Flow all that I had envisioned it to be and pouring all of my energy into my personal Pilates brand. The other reason I decided to become a Pilates instructor was because I had fallen off of my fitness journey for a while, mainly because that grown woman rate finally hit me when I turned about 34, and I have been a skinny mini my entire life. I'm also a tall girl. I'm 5'9", and for most of my life, I never weighed over 140 pounds. So I was literally a size 0, 2, and 4 for the majority of my life. And then when that grown woman weight kicked in, I did not know what to do with myself. I was having the hardest time trying to figure out how to not get back to my previous form, because I did realize, at this age, it is totally normal and fine for me to be a little bit heavier. But because I'm so used to being very fit, that not seeing my muscles and like abs not being visible just didn't work for me. I'm going to be honest with you. And I was like, we can't do this. So in deciding to dedicate myself to becoming a Pilates instructor, I knew that I would be obligated to prioritize my mental and physical health in order to be successful as a Pilates instructor. So that was the second reason, be as mentally and physically fit as possible throughout the rest of my life, truly, because I plan on teaching Pilates and being an instructor until the Lord calls me home, to be honest with you. That this is it for me. Now let's get into what we can expect from Mind Flow Pilates. So I do want to just give you guys some clarity on what Mind Flow Pilates even is. I'm not sure how many of you have started to actually dive into the 3 videos that I do have on the platform. Overall, the goal of Mind Flow Pilates is to make the practice a fully integrated wellness space. So I am a cognitive behavioral therapy coach practitioner. I have published 3 guided journals that I believe are still available on Amazon because I never took them down. I always envisioned myself having some sort of wellness based business, but I didn't really know the best way to go about it and incorporate all of the aspects of wellness that I believed were important until I became a certified Pilates instructor and realized that the movement was the missing key and created Mind Flow Pilates so that now we are incorporating the cognitive behavioral therapy aspect. We're doing the movement aspect, which I love and believe in so much. We're incorporating the sound bowls that help with the spiritual aspect of wellness. So it feels like a complete circle and a well-rounded brand that I'm really excited to share with you all here on this platform. So we start off each class with a journaling session. Sometimes I will give a guided prompt for you guys to follow. Other times I will leave it open and just ask you to set your intentions for the class. And I do this because I am a huge advocate of journaling. Mainly we do it before class to activate the mind-body connection before you get into the movement. And mind-body connection is one of the guiding principles of the Pilates practice in itself. After we do our mindful journaling, we will move into the Pilates classes. I do focus the Pilates classes mainly in 3 areas. So stretch, where we're focusing on flexibility and mobility, strength, and then classic, where we are focusing on posture alignment, breathing, and all of the classical movements that really help you hone in on that mind-body connection. And then we end each class with a short sound bowl session. And I do that because I feel like sound bowls are a great way to help you regulate your nervous system post class and just help you feel grounded and calm so that you leave every Pilates session just feeling more aligned and ready to tackle whatever task it is that you have for your day. So that's how we do things at Mindflow. And in addition to this YouTube channel, I also have mindflowpilates.com. And on that platform, I have a bunch of different offerings. So we do have an on-demand library where you can download your exercises and watch them at any time. That is a membership-based platform, and I do have different tiers for that. I have my Follow and Flow series, which are the live virtual classes, and I host those on Mondays at 6:30 p.m., Wednesdays at 6:30 a.m., and Saturdays at 10:30 a.m. as well. And those are included in your membership with mindflowpilates.com. However, if you just want to do a drop-in class to try it out, it is just $7. And last but not least, I do have my private Pilates studio where I do in-person private classes. So if you are ever in the Playa del Carmen area and you want to take a private class with me, just let me know. You can go ahead and book it and we can get it going. And then I also have a Pilates wellness program where it has all of the traditional components of Mind Flow, where we're doing the journaling, the Pilates classes, and the sound bowl therapy. And it was important for me to set up Mind Flow Pilates in this way. I truly do believe that Pilates should be accessible to everyone. I understand not everyone can afford to join a Pilates studio that has like reformers or even mat Pilates classes. These studios can be extremely expensive, and in becoming a Pilates teacher, I wanted to make sure that I had a bunch of different tiers and just different options that worked for as many people as possible. Okay, now let's get into this YouTube channel and what you can expect here on Move with Mind Flow. So this channel will primarily be focused on Pilates workouts for beginners. I will post some more intermediate and advanced workouts here and there, but again, this channel is going to be a lot of beginner content. And I'm setting it up this way because I feel like as someone who's new to Pilates, it is very important for you to learn the guiding principles, understand how your body's supposed to move and connect in this practice, and honestly, just make sure that you even like it before you have to commit to paying for anything. And in addition to the classes being, beginner focused, there'll also be a lot shorter. Again, I still may post some longer, full 50 or 60-minute classes here and there, but it will mostly be just 20, 30-minute work. And I'm making these classes shorter specifically because I understand, as someone who's a beginner to Pilates or a beginner to movement at all, doing longer classes like 50, 60, even 45 minutes can be extremely challenging when you haven't built up the stamina first. I'm really going to cater this channel to my movement newbies and my Pilates beginners. I saw a few comments ask if it was mat or reformer. This channel will strictly be mat Pilates workout. I am not certified to teach reformer, so I will not be doing any reformer exercises. However, most of the workouts that can be done on a reformer can also be done on the floor. So you're not really missing anything. It'll be more challenging to do them in a mat Pilates class because you don't have the assistance of resistance and springs to help you through the movement. It's just you and your body weight. I personally do not even recommend getting any of these home reformer boards unless you are getting a certified reformer Pilates instructor to come to your house and teach you. It could be extremely dangerous to try to perform these exercises on a reformer when you don't know what you're doing. You are putting yourself at risk for potential injury, and in my opinion, it's just not worth it. If you want a good workout, you can do it on the mat, but if you really insist on doing a reformer class, I suggest you go to a studio or get a reformer instructor to come to your house and teach you on your personal reformer machine. In terms of what you'll need for your Pilates classes, because I also saw that was a question that someone asked me to make a video on, so I'm just including it here. Here at Mind Flow, you don't really need anything except a yoga mat and obviously your journal if you're going to participate in the journaling aspect of each class. And that is pretty much it. I do recommend for all of my newbies not to incorporate any weights or props. I think it's extremely important for you to understand body mechanics and learn how to do these exercises properly before doing them under load, meaning with any weights or increasing any resistance through any of the additional props that you may see online. Also, in each and every workout that I post, if I am using props, I will always make sure to include the modification for those of you who don't have any props as well. If you do want to incorporate props into your at-home Pilates practice, I would suggest just getting a pair of light weights, definitely no more than 5 pounds. You don't need it. You can get some resistance bands. You can also get that Pilates ring. We call it something a little bit different here in Mexico, but I'm pretty sure it's called a Pilates ring. You can also get that little small Pilates ball if you want. You can also get a fit ball, which are the really large ones. I think they're also called medicine balls as well. And that's pretty much it. But again, those things are all optional, especially for my beginners, which is primarily the content that I'll be posting here. I'm also open to any suggestions for content that you guys want to see here on this channel. I saw some suggestions in the comments already, and I'm taking those all into consideration. And as we build up this video library here on YouTube, I will make sure to create different playlists so that you're able to find the content that you like a little bit easier. Right now I only have 3 videos, so I didn't think there was a need to make a playlist, but I will do so the more I upload the content. I plan on doing different playlists for all of the beginner workouts, all of the workouts based on the categories. So strength, stretch, and classic. I also want to create some morning Pilates routines for you guys, evening Pilates routines, also midday Pilates routines for any of you who work from home. I have so many ideas. I really want this to feel like a community that everyone enjoys being a part of. So please don't hesitate to give me feedback and let me know what you guys would like to have here on this channel. I just ask that we all continue to move with love and positivity and kindness here in this space. Lastly, I just want to talk about monetization because I know you guys have set this goal where you really want to get me monetized, and you've done a great job of all liking and subscribing and leaving comments, and I am so grateful. I do want to share that I am not monetized yet, but we are halfway there because I meet the subscriber requirement. I do have to get to 4,000 watch hours within the next year, so 365 days, which is cool because all that means is I have to really put out some content that you guys will love to watch from start to finish. And I'm so excited to go on this journey with you all and get it done. So the road to monetization, we are on it. And I'm just so grateful to have you all here with me on this journey. I really want to connect with you all as much as possible. Today is my birthday, so please give me some grace, but I do plan on responding to each and every single comment that you guys have left on all of the YouTube videos. I am really excited to truly connect with you guys and build this digital community. So in addition to the YouTube, I also have a newsletter, the Mind Flow Monthly, that goes out on the first of every month, where I will be giving you different guided journal prompts and different cognitive behavioral therapy tips and tricks and short workouts that you guys can do at home. I also saw someone leave a comment requesting for the recipes from a video that I posted on Instagram. I will start to include some more recipes on the blog that you can find at mindflowpilates.com, and those will be completely free. So give me some time, but I will begin to slowly expand on the content that you guys are requesting. And again, I just want to thank all 3,000 plus of you for being so kind and so sweet and so supportive. You guys have truly made this one of the most memorable birthdays that I will probably ever have in my life. And I am so excited to build out this platform and make it everything that I always dreamed that it could be, and everything that you guys all need and want and desire. So thank you so much, and I will see you in the Mind Flow Pilates studio.